Hey guys, welcome to the OCP Funnel Designer walkthrough series where I showcase how I use ClickFunnels as a software to replicate or to design any form of websites or web pages that I so desire, both for myself and for my clients. Now, before we even begin, right, this is the second episode and we're going to replicate another web page. Let me just start off with getting a little bit more detail into what ClickFunnels is. Right. Now, as I mentioned before, that the industry experts' tool of choice is usually Adobe Dreamweaver. Okay, Adobe Dreamweaver is the industry standard, is the #1 heavyweight software that people use when we build websites. Okay, responsive websites, really fast websites, and it's really a powerful drag and drop type of user interface. Plus, it has the ability to do really advanced coding. So, especially for those code head, you can easily get into the coding section and start coding to your heart's content. Okay, so it's a very powerful software. So that's the industry standard. But what's more than up and coming right now is a very popular solution is using WordPress. And WordPress is it started off as a CMS system, what we call a content management system. But it has grown to such leaps and bounds that it's so powerful that a lot of the world's website, the big websites, are using this as a platform to create the websites on. Okay, it is like the engine that's running the websites, like universities, government, even governments, or sometimes big organizations, Fortune 500 MNCs are all using that as a foundation to run their websites. Okay, of course, there are other, multiple other solutions out there. One of my favorite, used in my favorite, is called Squarespace. Let me just show you quickly what Squarespace is. Right, it's a very nice, also a drag and drop, WYSIWYG type of solutions that you can use easily to create websites. But I've used it before. It looks easy, but trust me, it is not that easy. But it can produce beautiful websites way easier than if you were to use Adobe Dreamweaver. Okay, it's a mouthful. So back to WordPress. It's a very popular solution. Everybody is using WordPress, and WordPress is very extensible in the sense that it has a lot of modules that you can install. A lot of them are free, and some you have to pay a certain fee in order to get that. And it basically is a modular system to extend the functionality of your base WordPress CMS website. Okay, so it's a very popular option. Now, I prefer to use ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels' core strength is not to build website, but it is to build a sales funnels. Okay, quickly create beautiful sales funnels that convert your visitors into leads and then customers. And that's, in a nutshell, is what ClickFunnels does really, really well. Okay, so if you want to know what is exactly the difference between the website and the sales funnel, you can come to this page, the ClickFunnels page. I'm going to put the link in the description section. Just have a look and watch this video and it will tell you exactly what it is, right? Difference. ClickFunnels is a website and sales funnel builder for entrepreneurs. All right, what it does really, really well is this. It takes a user through a journey, okay? A cold lead through a journey of awareness that piques the interest, that allows them to make a decision to take an action right away so that we can guide them along the way to a specific action. Okay, all right, as opposed to a website, which is more of informational purposes. Okay, it tells people who you are, what you do, services that you perform, all the products and services that you have, your team members, and all those things, right? So it's more informational purposes. But in terms of getting a specific action out of a lead that turns into a specific action, and of course a conversion into a sale, nothing beats a sales funnel. And the best solution out there to build a sales funnel is ClickFunnels. Of course, there are other competitors out there like Lead Pages and whatnot, right? But my favorite tool of choice is ClickFunnels. I've tried quite a number of them, but I always come back to ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels has been my favorite tool of choice. So I am going to get into the next page that I'm going to replicate. Okay. Now, what I was deciding which one to use, right? I was just deciding on the two favorite car that I had in mind. Let me just quickly show you. Right? Either I want to replicate the homepage of the new GLA or the homepage of the Audi Q3. All right. Now let's just look at the pages. Compare both, right? So, to me, what looks more impressive, what looks a lot more visually appealing would be the Q3. So I'm going to use Q3 to do our replication next. So in order to prepare for that, I'm going to use my Safari app, of course, my Chrome as well, because ClickFunnels runs better on Chrome. It's a little bit more buggy on Safari, so I'm not going to use Safari, but I use Safari for a specific purpose, and that is I turn on my developer, show page resources, because I need to quickly access to the resources that are available on the page that I want to model after, that I want to replicate, because I want a quick way to grab all the images and resources so that I can quickly build something for you to see, and basically to show you how easy it is for me to replicate another website that looks almost identical. All right. If you don't even know, if I don't even highlight to you what are the differences, you may not even know the difference, unless you have an eye like an eagle, like hawk. So I'm going to go into my Chrome, and where, as usual, I'm going to open up a brand new page and a brand new blank page and start from there, okay? Right, so let's look at the top. The top panel, we have a menu and then the model numbers and search and then the logo. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to create a 3 column container. There we go, 3 column container. Now, what do I need? The first thing I need is the Audi logo. Can I grab this? Not so much here. Can I find it? Here, let me see. Can I quickly find the logo, Audi logo? Nope. So what I do is, next, I search for the Audi logo. Audi logo. Images. There we go, I just saw one, right? Can I use this? Yes, I can, but it's a little bit too much space on the top and the bottom, so I want to find something more streamlined like this. This is good. I'm going to open this and copy the image. And I'm going to cut off more space top and bottom. So I'm going to have to use an image manipulation software. Put it in, right? Remove the background, make it smaller. I need to make it much smaller. The image size width, I'm just going to go with 1,000. And I'm going to crop off all the excess fat. Something like that. Okay, then, right, good. Then I'm going to save it as a PNG. Remember, PNG allows me to maintain the transparent background. All right, so let me save it somewhere. Demo. Where's my demo folder? YouTube. Yep, I can save it over here. So I'm going to name it Audi Logo. .png, right? Save it. Okay, get back to ClickFunnels, and this is where I put in the image. An image. And this image is where I will upload logo, right? Recent. Where's my Audi logo? There you go. Open. Put a tag, Audi logo. Add image. That's it. It's too big, so I'm going to make it smaller, way smaller. Say about 100. About 100, yeah, maybe 90. Okay, so now this logo is supposed to be on the left hand side, so I'm going to align it to the right, not left, right. Adjust spacing, and then the next thing I need to do is search an Audi code. So this is just a text with a button with an icon. So I'm going to use paragraph. Right, search an Audi code. Right, and black. Quite dark. Can I use this? Yeah, I'm going to use black. Search an Audi code. Now, this search an Audi code has a search icon, a magnifying icon. So I'm going to have to put one there. Icon picker. Search. Nope, here. Search. There we go. And the icon picker is maybe I'm going to use a lighter gray icon color, like so. All right, good, cool. Now I'm just going to adjust this again and remove all the padding and try to see whether I can constrain the size more. Okay, so the next thing is duplicate this and move this over. And this is going to be left align, and I need to remove the, oh no, I need to change the magnifying icon to the hamburger menu. Right, the hamburger menu. Now this is more 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines. This actually represents justified alignment. It doesn't represent the menu. Let me see whether I can find the 3 lines. We call that the hamburger menu icon. We don't have it. Let me just have a quick look at all the icons available for me to use. There we go, found it. Light gray, icon color. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, so this is called menu. Menu, A3. Copy the amount of space. I have A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. More, yeah, Q2, Q3, Q5, 7, 8, 5, Q7, Q8, and then we have TT and R8. TT, R8, e-tron, e-tron. Okay, got it. E-tron. Now I'm going to just ignore this little icon over here for R8. Just for speed purposes, I need to get this done fast for you, to show you. Okay, this is good. Right, so next I'm going to create the next section, which is this car. Right now, this car I need to have the copy image address. Next section, full width, and here I'm going to put in the background image. All right, now I'm going to go back to the top panel and reduce the size so that it no more closer to what we are seeing on the actual website. Maybe 5 on top. Yep, okay, good. So now we are talking about this Q3 main image. Yep, main image. I'm gonna have to put in lots of space on top and below. 100 and 100, more than 100, maybe 500. Yeah, and maybe 300, and then we have a 300 below as well. Okay, I think that looks good. Now, then I need to replicate that one column, Q3. Q3, is it bold? Is it bold? Yes, it's bold. I need to turn it into left align and white in color. Bold, white, and somewhere along this line should be fine, right? Yeah. Okay, so these needs to be all the way up. So I need to remove the top padding. Yeah, maybe 10, maybe 20. Yeah, okay, good. So now I need to increase the bottom padding. 500, perfect. So next section, maybe not 500, looks like maybe less than 500, like 480. Yep, perfect. So next section, full width. What we are doing right now is sharp the headline. So I need to create a headline, single row, single column, one headline. And it needs to be black. It needs to be bigger, right? Bigger. And also it needs to be contained in a smaller space, smaller width container. So let's just say I use 70. Sharper, smarter, spacious. 70 is good. And I need to make sure that I have more padding on top. 30, yeah, 20. And a bigger font size. More spacious. 58 like so. Okay, this is good. Next is the next body copy. Add one element, which is the paragraph. Paste it in. It looks bigger in font size, maybe 18. Yeah, and this 1.4, 1.5. Leading means further away from each other. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines. Okay. All right, good. Maybe a little bit bigger in terms of the width. 80, 75, 75, 70. Okay, 70. That looks needs to be bigger, right? Alright, so for this, let me just duplicate this because I think I'm going to need to use this later on. Just leave it here for a while. Now I need to have padding because as you can see, it is actually maybe 10. No, I think 20 is good, but in this case, I may have to reduce the font size to 16, 17. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is good. 17. 17. Font size. Okay, next is this little thing over here, register your interest, which is a button, an image, right? So what I can do is I can create the whole image. But I'm going to simulate that by not creating image. I want to show you a different way of doing things. I can easily copy this, right? Copy link address, no, copy screen capture this and make this as an image, but I'm going to do something different. Here's what I'm going to do. First, I need an icon. There we go, an icon. And this icon is, use a car to represent the icon. Right, let me see if I have a car here. Here we are. There we go. Okay, and smaller, much smaller icon font size. Okay, I'm just going to imagine that this is it, right? So I also need register your interest. So duplicate, move this down. Register your interest. Okay, closer. I actually don't need padding off for this. 0. And closer means I don't need the top margin. Yes, I do need the top margin, 15. Yep, okay, good. Now, next section, as you can see here, is an image, right? It's a gallery. Now, this gallery uses a scrolling image gallery, right? So, as long as you see a scrolling image, it means that there's a certain JavaScripting involved, all right? Or if you're on the WordPress platform, it means that there's a module that allows you to create a slideshow or a sliding image gallery. Now, such a module is usually constructed with PHP and JavaScripting coding that is encapsulated in a module. Okay, and although there is a functionality that allows me to do coding in here, like for instance, let me show you. Now, right down here, custom JavaScript and HTML, right? I can put this in, and I can copy and paste a predetermined or a pre-built JavaScript and put it in here, so it will work. But we are not going to touch coding, because the whole idea is how to use ClickFunnels and create a website, a beautiful website that almost identical with whatever we're trying to replicate without a single line of coding. That's what I want to do. Anything that has to do with, like this one, right? You close, open the gallery, and left, right, center, you can scroll through these images. These are coding. It involves coding, JavaScripting, okay, HTML, all those stuff. I am just going to replicate so that it looks something similar, but not exactly the same, because we don't want to get into coding. So let's go into this part. So I need a main image, and I need also several thumbnails below. So let's do the main image first. I need to copy the image address. And this is, as you can see, it is wider than the top part. So I need an additional or a separate container. And that is the blue one, the blue container. Single column. Okay, now just ignore this because let me just remove this just so that you don't get confused. Right? Left interest. Like that. So I need to add in an element, and that is an image. And in this image, the container, I want to remove the left and right padding as well, so that it takes up the maximum space. And I want to paste in the link to the image so that it shows up like so. Okay. Then what I need is, well, more space to set it apart. 50. Now, what I need is the maximum number of not this one, container, of maximum number of column containers, which is 6 columns. Is it out? No. Let me try again. Sometimes it refuses to come out and play, so we try again. So 6 column, right? And also the same thing, I'm going to remove the left right padding, and now I need to go in and find 6 images, and that we do it here. 6 images, 6 more images, the thumbnails. This is the first one. All right, open the new tab, copy image address, close this, come back to here, put in an image, click on that, put in that image address. You will come out and it will look like this, right? Like that. So as you can see, it's jotting out a little bit, so I need to adjust the padding maybe to 5 and see whether it will align. Let's see. Does it? Let me see. Yes. Now I'm going to add one more thing, so that right now at the bottom here is a little bit tight in space. I just want to add a full width so that I can have more space to work with. I can scroll further up. There we go. You see, I can move further up. You can see now. So I need the second one, the next image, which is, let me just clone, move over, clone, move over. Now this will allow me to just save a little bit more time when I just need to replace the image URL, okay, the link address. And also, I need to remove certain things, right? Top and bottom, and padding, top and bottom padding, and this is the same. Remove the top. Nope, it cannot be 0. It has to be like 20, 10. Yeah, 10 looks good. Bottom. Now, as you can see, the site needs adjusting, so I'm not going to worry about this for now. As long as I replicate the overall look and feel, I will. If this is a real project, I will come back and fix this so that it goes nearer. Right. So now let's just quickly find the rest of the other thumbnails, like this one, and go in and replace settings. Paste it in. Next. This one. Open a new tab. Copy image address. Third one. Wait, this is the third. Paste in. Next. Okay, done. Now, there's one thing I need to make sure that you guys understand, right? This is when I click on the original site, it actually will show up here. Like I mentioned before, this is like JavaScripting. There's something else that I can do, like for instance, if I click here, and I can actually open up a pop-up, image of this image bigger. So there's different way of showcasing a gallery. But I can also do that, like for instance, if I were to select a new function over here, which is image pop-up. Let me just show you. And in image pop-up settings, you will see that there's a thumbnail placeholder, and plus there's a full-size image. So what happens is that if I click on this thumbnail, it will just pop up a bigger image, right? Like that. It's a pop-up gallery style. So we're not going to do that. We are just simulating the look and feel out of the main page. So we have done that already up to here so far. Not the functionality, right? The functionality requires coding. We are not touching coding for now. So next section is greater presence. And greater presence would be here. And single row. And needs lots of space in between, especially the top. Let's say 100. Okay. It has a headline. Oops. Yeah, single column first. Single column container. It has a headline. Oops. One column. It has a headline, and then it has a body copy. Add an element, which is a body copy. Now the create greater presence. Paste it in. It is left aligned and also it is in black and bigger font size, 38. Next is this. Copy and paste this in here, right? And of course left align and as well as 17 font size. You can remember that 17 font size and also left align and left align and the smaller container because you know what? Oops, and the smaller container because it actually stops somewhere around here 2/3. So I'll make it smaller, and this is left aligned. The whole container is left aligned, and this is smaller, up to like that. Okay, so too small. Make it bigger, wider. 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 70 looks good. Okay, next is one more image, and which is going to be this one. I'm going to duplicate this section. One column and background for this section. Put in that image. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. And right, as you can see here, it's closer to the text on top. So I'm going to remove the space from the previous section like that, and coming back to the main image. Now this main image, I'm going to have to put in more space, right? Top and bottom padding, not enough. Let's do more. Let's say 300 and 300. Starts. Let's start there. As you can see, it's not enough. Also 100% width, but it's smaller. Let me see whether it's enough or not. Not enough. Again, 400. Let's see whether it works. Yes, that's fine. Right, 400. Okay, so pulse orange, chronos gray. As you can see, features like this, again, this requires coding. But again, we are not going to go into coding. We are just going to replicate the look and feel. And one column. I'm going to use subheadline. And it's going to be pulse orange. Chronos, CHRONOS, gray. Okay, Chronos. And much smaller. And also different colors. Okay. Now, two different colors, right? As you can see here, so I cannot. No, I can't. I know what to do. Color is lighter. Good. And then this is a link. And I'm going to change this to black. I'm going to remove first, and I'm going to underline it first. And then I'm going to put in the link and black. Here we go. PULSE, pulse. Okay, good. Now, does it make a difference? How does it look like if I make this bold? Well, yeah, okay, I like this better. So next section would be this. Okay, I'm going to just duplicate this and move this down. And of course, this is going to be full width, 100%. And in the center align the space concept of Qtrig. And it's bold and it's big. I think it's fine. Next is this tree section. I'm going to remove, well, there's this place also, right? This one. So I'm going to just quickly duplicate that and create this first, greater space. Oh, greater space. Also, oops, only this. Paste that in here and the center align, and also of course this smaller container so that will center, don't forget center align. Container is actually smaller, right? 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. Okay. All right. Greater space. I'm gonna make this slightly bigger. Font size 40, 40, 42, 40, and this one is 40. Okay, and this one is going to be 40. But make it consistent. Yeah, this is super big. It's alright. Okay. Okay, good. So now I need this 3-column highlight. Content. Now these are pre-built section content, or rather template. So I'm going to use something similar, which is like that. This one. Okay, cool. Okay, good. This is good. Now I need this to be smaller. Not 100, right? 40. Okay. So far so good. Let me just move to the next section, which is greater space. Greater space. Now this greater space needs to be bigger. Width. Interior wheelbase. 70 is good. Right, one more, and this is the animated part. Copy video address. Okay, good. Duplicate this and add a new row, and then I'm going to put in the video address. Let's see whether it will work as a video. No, it does not. Okay, let me just find a nice little big image to put it in. Let's just say that I use this. Image address. Now, copy image address, I'm just using the address, and this image is still being hosted by an external party. This is not the recommended way of doing it, but it is also the fastest way for me to show you how it's done. An alternative way of how to present an image, but not the recommended one, okay? Just to let you know. So I'm going to need to put in an image. background here. Come on. There we go. So same thing, I'm going to need to adjust the size as well. Okay, good. Now next, I'm going to need to put in something like this and more about the space concept. So this will be something like this one, right? So what I do is I duplicate the whole section. I remove this, and there it is. I have this already. So I'm going to move this down. Replace this with, and move this down, down, down. Okay, next section, this one. As you can see, this is a 2-column section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a whole section here. I duplicate this, and over here I'm going to add 2-column container. And this one, copy address. Where is my 2-column container? 2 columns container. Whoops, it's not coming in. Try again. 2 columns. Come on. Yep, splitting. And of course, this is going to be full width, full pitch. No left, right. Okay. So now I need to add in sub headline assistant system. I actually just need to copy this and bring this down, and then I got to remove this and put in the body copy. Alright, so don't worry about the colors yet. I'm going to adjust the color and the background in just a little bit. Left line and a little bit, yep, this is also left aligned. Okay, and got it. And this is going to be white, right? White. And this is also, the text is going to be white too. And now let's adjust the background. Go to column and let me find that columns. Where are you? Where are you? Here we go, column. Once I've selected that, I can go to BG color, give it a black, and give it padding. Let me see where to find padding. Here we go, left and right. Slight margin. Minus 30. Oh, nice. Minus 30. So this is where I adjust. See? Yep, got it. This is where I adjust the left right margin. Minus 25. Yep. Still not perfect, so I need to get in here one more time to adjust a little bit. I don't quite like this. Yeah, it's better. Okay, now I need to come back to here. Oops, I need to come back to here. First column. It's minus a little bit because it's jotting out, right? 190. 190. No. Yep. Okay. 180 and 192, 195, 198. Right. It's just aligned nicely now. Okay. Cool. Three columns. Okay, these three columns, what do I have? I'm gonna have them. Oops. Is a whole image thing, I think. So I'm gonna need to have an icon. No, an image. And this image is from Lushcom. Ah, perfect. Right. Inspect black. Copy. Let me see if I can use this. Right. Come back here. Right, this one. This is an icon, so I need an image. Image. Yes. 30. 50. No. Is it bigger? No, 50 is perfect. So this one I can remove, right? Yes. Okay, good. Now, what I needed to do is I need to adjust the background color so that it matches. Let me see. Yes. Okay, and of course this one needs to go further up. The padding on top is too much, so reduce it to something like 30. Okay, test drive. So what I need here is the text in order for me to link the request, REQUE request test drive. And this is going to be in white. And is it smaller? It looks like it's smaller. So 14. Is it too small? No, I think it's fine. a little bit more space on top. All right, save it. We're done. Oh no, remove this bottom spacing 30. Save it. All right, so we are done. I'm going to just do a little comparison right now. Okay, preview. There we go. The top is a little bit too big, so I'm gonna adjust that. Not with this, but with this. Right, 15, 15. Save. Reload. Okay. So as you can see here, this is a little bit too much, too big. So I need to contain that a little bit so I can adjust that. Let me just go back. Audi Q3 demo hack. This one. It should be 100% width. Yes. No, now I need to adjust this because of that. So it's no longer 480, it's about maybe 200. Nope, 3. Yep. Okay. Alright, so this needs to be not this one. It needs to be bigger. %, and needs to be smaller. Audi Q3. Okay. Right. Okay. Good. So this one also needs to be smaller. Oh, the color is a bit. Need to be a bit darker, right? No, it's fine. I can make it darker, but no, I'm just gonna leave it. And 5. Yep. Okay, so I need to contain this a little bit more, right? So what I'm going to do is create another container. Where are you? One column. I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to move this down here. And with this, I can contain it tighter, as in the width, so that it's, yeah. Okay. Okay, if that's the case, I'm not going to need the padding anymore. And if that's the case, I'm going to need to make this smaller. 70. Okay, got it. So next, save. Back here, reload, and let's do another comparison. Alrighty. Whoopsie, what's happening to up here? So yeah, I may have adjusted there. Yeah, delete this. Save it. Reload again. Yep. So here we go. Q3. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. Create a presence. Create a presence. Okay. Pulse orange. Chronos gray. Space concept of the new Audi Q3. And greater space. Greater space. All right, so this is not the animated of the video, so we can fix that later on, but now I'm just going to just consider this as completed. All right, Okay, good. More agile. Good. Good, 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 good. Good. Assistance systems. Oh, more agile. It should be assistance systems. Back to here. Save it. Reload. Systems. Lighting technology. All right, so it's too much in terms of the negative spacing. So advanced, back to 0. Not this one. Oh, it's a column, I believe. Yep. Side margin 0 is 3. Saving. Reload. Okay. Right, so at the bottom, so we have, whoopsie, can you see that? I have a duplicate here, so I need to go back and change it, adjust it. I don't need this. Yep. Okay, so I need this to be closer. Remove this. Okay, save. Reload. There you have it. Okay, so originals are on the left page, and the replicated page on the right. All right, so this is how I do what I do using ClickFunnels. Okay, again, if I were to use this, if I were to use any other software, it's going to take me a much longer time to create, and it's going to take me a lot more work. Okay, so this is how fast I can use ClickFunnels to do what I just shown you. Okay, so now, okay, the whole page right now, homepage for the Audi Q3 has been replicated with ClickFunnels. Move all the way up, right above Apple. Okay, so first one I did was Apple. Second one I'm doing right now is just finished, is Audi Q3. And with that, the demo has been completed, and I hope that it shows you once and for all that, you know, this is really a very powerful software. ClickFunnels. Okay, give it a try, guys. Now, if you like what you have seen so far, my walkthroughs on how I replicate web pages using ClickFunnels, I'm going to continue with this walkthrough next week. So if you like what you have seen, please remember to subscribe. Please remember to tap on the like and the bell icon so that you get notified when I release my next episode. And give me a comment, okay? Let me know what you think, or maybe if you have an idea of which website or which web page you would like to see me replicate, put it in a comment below, and I'll see what I can do. Until next time, take it easy.